to order for December 9th at 5:15. Take roll. Kayla?
I know Commissioner Jones absent. Commissioner Rich,
Here.
Commissioner Hicks,
Here.
Commissioner Quinn, and Chair Holt. Thank you.
Lead the pledge, if everyone would stand. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The next item and ask if there's any blue speaker cards.
We have no blue speaker cards, Chair.
All right, so no consent calendar as well.
That's correct, no items.
Okay, so we'll move to regular business. The first item is construction update on Hewitt Park.
Good evening, Chair, Commission members. I don't know if I've met the new one. Tim Kaber, I'm project manager and senior civil engineer for the city of Oroville and project manager for Hewitt Park and Bedrock Park. You all have a slide deck in front of you.
Yes.
So the second page, recommended motion is just accept for information. I'm going to provide you a Hewitt Park construction progress update and a design update on Bedrock Park. It's not in the agenda, however, that's what's in my slide deck, so that's what I'm gonna do. Go on to the fourth slide. I've got some pictures of the pavilion, the slide, athletic field, and the water features. This is a view from the pavilion that is actually going to be agenda item number 2. So keep these in mind as we go to that one. That field on the left of the rentable pavilion, that's going to have 4 standing lights, kind of field lights. So it will be lit at night, and that will be sod turf that's growing right now down off of 505, and that'll be placed here in the next couple weeks. Going to the right side of that, easy access over to that multi-story playground structure. What you don't see back there is some kind of merry-go-round kind of things. If you've not been to the park, I recommend at least driving by and taking a gander either from Park Avenue or down in the parking lot. It's way different than 6 months ago. Next one is the pickleball courts and the slides. I took a panoramic from the top of the hillside that is closest to Park Avenue. You can see there's, on the left, 8 pickleball courts, 4 kind of grouped together, 3 of them in the back left. That's the old basketball courts. And then there's a single championship style court that's off on its own. Kind of center picture. You can see off to the right side behind those trees, that's the athletic field, and then that blue kind of mat is the playground, and that's the fall surface. And then winding up closer to you is the ADA accessible walkway. The Berliner slide is what's going down from the bottom left into the center of the picture, and a lot of trees. There's going to be a lot of trees in this park. Next slide is the water features. So that's that sign, the railroad crossing sign, and that red train are both going to be water features. Water's going to flow out of those and delight children for many years to come. The actuator button is on that middle big wheel, and that's so the water's not running all the time, only on demand. That concrete wall on the left side of that, that's the far right concrete wall for the murals that were just considered with the Arts Commission.
Sorry, did you say that the water is running on demand? And what do you mean by on demand?
When you push the button, the water flows. And it runs.
So moms and dads can push the button? Got it, okay.
If they want to get wet, that's in the splash zone.
Is there hard stop hours where even if somebody's snuck in the park, they can't push the button, like at night, or do we know?
It will be programmed,
Okay.
and we can, so right now it's going to be programmed, I think it stops at 7, but we can
Okay.
hard program it depending whatever closing time
Right.
we decide.
Okay,
But you won't be able to actuate it outside of those hours.
perfect.
Will it also be days? So like, we won't be turning that on in January?
We'll turn the system off.
Yeah.
Got it.
Once we winterize it, it won't turn on. The water will be turned off and
Great.
the electricity will be turned off as well. It's really cool. There's actually LED lights. We're going to test those in the next couple of weeks to make sure that they function when the water's on. And we'll test the water as well. Once I get that, I'll certainly send an invitation. You can see the park at night too.
Cool.
The right side, that's the water tower, kind of, Beverly Hillbillies, kind of reminiscent, maybe Petticoat Junction.
Yeah?
I'm old enough for that one. So water will pour out of that pipe. It won't spray out of that pipe. It'll be a nice gentle flow out of there. So you can hit that button that's on that front leg right there, and the water will flow out on you. It's going to be a fantastic splash pad. Any questions on Hewitt Park? We're still on target for early March completion of the contract. And I'll certainly let you know if it's going to be any earlier or any later than that. It's on time and within budget right now. Certainly do a ribbon cutting. I don't want to do a ribbon cutting in early March of the water features, so we'll probably do it in a staggered approach. But we're working out security right now as well, so who's going to open the park, who's going to shut down the park, who's going to sweep it, make sure that everybody's out. There's 7-foot non-climbable fence around the main park portion. The dog parks, I believe, they could technically be open all 24 hours. But there's still noise ordinances, so people can't be down there making a lot of noise. They're not behind the climbable fence, they're still behind like a 4-foot high fence.
So the dog parks are open all the time, is what you said?
It depends on what you want.
Oh, we're gonna discuss that, okay.
But they're not behind the non-climbable fence.
Okay,
And I do have a section of non-climbable fence from where the dog park fence junctions with the rest of the park fence. I do have a section that juts out so people can't just climb on the rail and hop over.
okay,
We did take that into account.
great.
Going on to Bedrock Park Phase 1, this is all of the items that are going to be, we split it into 2 phases, Phase 1, Phase 2. This is everything that's in Phase 1. I texted you. Phase 2 is on the next one. That's everything that's in the second part of the design. Difference between Phase 1, Phase 2 is the design contract will get construction documents done for Phase 1 items and only an estimate done for, and concept design for Phase 2 items.
Okay,
Project tasks, we're in task 4 right now. So design development to 50%. That's going to wrap up sometime in March. And I'll bring those back and we'll review them together, make sure it's the path we want to go down. I'll also bring it up to council so that we get double stamped.
So we're at task 4, so we've passed the pause where the commission, the council, I guess, approved.
Yes. So I presented that last time to you, and then the very next council meeting, I took that to the council and it passed to let them go to task 4. It's going to be about $1.1 million is the estimate for construction and design for getting through Phase 1 work.
And they approved that money.
They approved that money.
great.
Well, they approved the budget.
Right. Okay.
The money's not earmarked yet.
Right. Okay.
And the next one, there's 3 infographic signs that go to the park. These are on order. They've been reviewed previously. I don't know how long ago. It was before my time. But they were reviewed, edited, word-proofed, wordsmith, and they've been sent to the printer. So these will be at the trains. One will be at the train, the appropriate train. One will be at the other appropriate train. And this is for Hewitt. Yeah, sorry, I jumped back to Hewitt.
How big are they?
I don't know the size, but they're big enough to read.
Like the big ones?
They'll be
Probably
pretty
the ones
big.
on the levee.
Right. Neat. Do we know who did these?
I don't know who did these. I know they came from MDG and they were working on them. I know they had some local input, but I don't know who did the local input.
Oh, they're neat.
And I can see about getting some kind of plaque that says, appreciation or something like that.
So these are gonna be on the trains. We don't actually have one for the park specifically?
The very last one will be at the entrance to the park. This one.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, cool.
Subject to any questions, that concludes park presentation.
And we're still gonna move to the next 2 items, right? Those are just separate. Okay.
So we can go to number 2. Is that my decision or? All right. Going on to number 2, this is the rental rates for the Hewitt Park Pavilion. Right now in our fee schedule, it's kind of ambiguous. Somebody can rent out Hewitt Park for $43. It doesn't say the duration. It doesn't say what you get for that. It just says Hewitt Park, $43. So I looked at what other types of facilities we have in town, and the city of Oroville doesn't have anything. However, Feather River Parks and Rec District does. So I looked at the Salmon Pavilion down on Riverbend Park, which is a smaller pavilion, and I looked at the picnic area at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. The rates for the Salmon Pavilion are in here somewhere. $145 for a half day, $255 for a full day. This is a bigger pavilion than what we have. There's more picnic areas, there's a bigger barbecue. It's bigger. What I think and recommend is something similar to Martin Luther King Jr. Park picnic area, $65 for a half day and $100 for a full day. That will give you access, that'll give you electricity. There's an outlet that we can lock up at the pavilion, and there's a barbecue area that's right next to the pavilion. We have 3 or 4 picnic tables up there. It can seat a few dozen people.
Currently, are we charging for Rotary? People can rent it, right? And is it the 43 as well?
It's 51 or 52.
Okay, they're just all kind of different.
And that also doesn't specify.
I actually didn't look at, I looked at the prices, I didn't look at the times. But if I remember right, it's just a flat rate to rent it.
And then I believe before you had to pay a deposit to get the keys,
Yes.
and so we're still considering that? Okay, like a separate deposit from the fee?
And then once you turn it back and we look at it and nothing's damaged, then you get your money back.
Park Pavilion. We will take those to council for formal adoption and consideration.
What's the recommendation?
I
Martin Luther
recommend
King.
going something similar to Martin Luther King Jr. Park, which is 65 for a half day and 100 for a full day.
What about, breaking it into smaller sections of time for like 2-hour sections of time, maybe at $40 for a 2-hour block, and not actually having anything less than $40 for 2 hours of time. So you want it, the more you buy, it doesn't really reduce the price. It just, that way, it gives a little more, options for, I don't know how much demand there are for these pavilions, but I'd imagine in the summertime, there's probably,
It's gonna be big.
so if you can break it into long enough, but not too long. I know that like when we've rented at Riverbend with my family, I think we paid for a half day and then we end up walking out of there and just leaving a lot of it on the table anyways.
Were you barbecuing there as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I like that idea, because there's not a ton of places to have birthday parties, and in the summer, probably like 2-ish hours would be about right, or even 3. That way you have time to set up and clean up, and then we could just have them be standard hours. Like you rent this section, you know, like standard chunks.
2 or 3 hours,
Yeah.
40-ish?
Yeah, I think $20, if you break it all the way down to $20 an hour, it's not overly burdensome for most of the public. I don't know if we have the option to have people put in, like maybe through the library or not, that might even be able to rent those for folks that might have financial barriers to getting the pavilions.
Right now, the only waiver is for school activities.
Only for
That's
school
in the fee
activities.
schedule.
So just a quick jot down, like if you did 10 to 1, 1 to 4, 4 to 7, 7 to 10, that would pretty much be the whole day. You could have 4 chunks and people could run it, and it could still be the 65 each one. So if they wanted more than one. I think people will pay it because there's not hardly anywhere to have a birthday party.
I wonder if that's how easy that is for staff to manage, because I feel like you've got to come in and make sure that it's cleaned up and ready for the next people. And then, I don't know what the city's reason for having a fee is. In my experience, I remember being a young mom. I feel like if people want to have a birthday party, they're just going to go set up and have a birthday party most of the time. And it's going to be kind of the responsible people that kind of want to reserve it and want to make sure that it's reserved for them that are going to pay a fee. And I don't know if this is, I doubt this is a big revenue generator. I imagine this is more just to kind of
It's an offset generator, not a,
kind of keep, to, more like an economic decision to be like, to make people feel more responsible for the area, I guess.
But I think that anybody can go to any park we have and set it up. What you're
Yeah.
really paying for is
Yeah,
it's the key in the barbecue.
got
so you
it.
don't have access to those if you're not paying the reservation.
Okay,
So use the park and do that. Paid for.
right, right. And, I mean, I totally support doing it hour by hour if that's something that staff can manage, but it seems like probably half day and full day are more manageable.
I think 2 and 3 hours, not necessarily hour by hour. I was just breaking it down to the total hourly rate. But I think 2 hours is good for most things. I just don't, what is the burden on the park's staff between reservations? Is there any, like,
I haven't got there yet.
gotcha.
So currently, like Hammond and Rotary, does somebody come out and check it between? Okay. Because
No,
I've
we're not-
rented them,
we're
and
not
I've gone
set
to
up
lots
on-
of parties that rent them.
We could do something on the weekdays. We're not set up right now on the weekend.
Oh, okay.
It's a,
Right, more what I was thinking with those hours would be for Saturday, Sunday, because you're not gonna have a ton during the week.
I'm sorry, did you say you don't do reservations on the weekend?
no, we don't, the people.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
So it's an honor system, keys and honor system, yeah, okay.
And I would just keep in mind too, the parks.
Right. And right now, we just have somebody rent it for the day for the prices at both of the other ones, is that right?
But it's at the will of whatever your guys' recommendation is, we'll take that to council.
are we voting? Does somebody need to make a motion, or are we being that formal?
I think we're in discussion still, and then it would be a motion. All right, I just took your job.
Take your recommendation, essentially send it back to you, we'll verbalize it back to you. If that's a general consensus, then we'll move forward.
Gotcha. I've been to a lot of birthday parties, especially at Rotary, but Hammond as well, where there are two parties going on, but people do like to be able to pay and rent that spot, so they don't have to bring their own tables and chairs and have people bring chairs. So there's how many tables at the pavilion?
There's 3 or 4 right now.
Right, so that's, I think a lot of people are willing to pay, and then if they aren't, they can just set up off to the side. But, I mean, I've personally rented it and tried to find dates, and they were even full, because we rent it as the full day. So I hate for people, like he said, to leave it on the table where you rent it for a half day and somebody's there 2 hours and all the other people didn't get to use it, who might have. So I'm also thinking just so it gets utilized as much as possible.
I like the 3 hour that you put there. That, I think that's a decent compromise from, it adds 2 more sets of slots.
Right, there's 4 a day.
Instead of just two options, so I think I like what you've proposed, or what I'm reading off of your paper.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And we could always change it if it's not working, right? It would just be to start.
Right?
I
I
don't-
like it. I like the 3 hour slot.
I think
Something
3
different.
hours is a really good way to do it, because set up and clean up, and then they get 2 hours for the party. Yeah.
And at the rate of $65 an hour? Or not $65 an hour,
A
65
section?
block, yes.
55 per 3 hours. Is that
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that,
I mean, that's fine. You had suggested 65 for a half day, so is that a little on the high end? I don't really think it is. I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, what's the hours for half a day?
So that's actually our next agenda item. Discuss the hours for Hewitt Park. My
Right.
recommendation would be that you could leave it at the 3 hour increment, and park hours is what we would recommend to council.
Right.
So is that the general consensus then of the commission that we would do $5 per increment?
Right.
yes.
I like it.
I actually think $50 is more reasonable.
That's fine too.
Yeah.
50 for 3 hour increment?
I'm good with 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either of those is fine.
I'd also like to explore the option for some sort of income-based, to help people that,
Some sort of fee
waiver, right, for the
Yeah.
public in
Yeah.
general.
Okay.
But I think you'd need to change the cost for full day. And I don't know how many
Right.
3 hour increments there are, but you want to make it more than 2, right? So if we're saying each 3 is 50, then probably you're going to make it 120 at the lowest for a full day, or something like that.
Well, I had figured out the 4, it could slide around, but the kind of 4 total slots at most for 3 hours. You don't really want to have to be doing.
Yeah, I don't think we should discount multiple hours because the multiple blocks, because the goal here is to try to spread it out amongst more community members.
No, that's why I'm saying the full day should be more than,
Right.
Oh, then
Then-
the 200,
yeah,
make it
well, it should be more than
250.
100, because
Right.
right now, if they ask you if you want 2 blocks, you might just say, I'm just gonna reserve it for the day.
Right.
Yeah.
So what, math-wise, what she is saying, if you do 2 3 hour increments, $100 for 6 hours. If it's longer than that, say a full day,
Yeah.
is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So do you guys want to have a as well?
I mean, I think if you want the full day, you just pay for each slot individually. I don't, like he said, I don't really know that it should be a discount.
Oh, that's simple.
Yeah, that kind of
I mean-
simplifies
Okay.
it.
Okay.
And $200 for a whole day is pretty good.
I mean, it's, yeah, it's still really, really good.
There's a splash pad there, it's a
Right.
brand new renovated.
Right.
There's a lot of- Okay.
And not to keep on, but back to the fee waiver, my suggestion would be to give it to the Butte County Libraries, one that could be checked out per day, one block of time that could be checked out, and if it's not checked out, then it gets rented.
Okay, so a limit of 1 3-hour increment. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Right.
And then that could be,
Right.
and then that could be put into the library, people could use their library cards to check it out, just like you can check out a blower from the library.
Okay.
A 1 3-hour session per day?
Well, you can also check out,
Would
to
you be
go
billing
to
the
various
county?
parks.
Would you be billing the county for that?
No, it's just a fee waiver. That it's just essentially would be a printout, what I'm understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, please, it's just gonna be essentially, our fee waivers available at the library for
Yeah.
individuals who might need it, would be able to get it.
And do we already have that?
I believe you have to come to City Hall for the fee waivers.
But we already do have fee
We have
waivers,
fee waivers in place
right?
For the parks, it's for school events only.
Oh,
something we would bring to council, and
yeah.
then you would have the final say, but we can say it was recommended by the park commission.
Yeah.
I would definitely agree with a fee waiver, but if we have it at the library, theoretically, somebody could check out all the slots, couldn't they? Like,
Limit of one.
right, but not
One.
per person. Like theoretically, if people found out you just go get it at the library, they could just do it all the time.
While I don't think that's a bad idea. It would follow what we currently do if we had them available at City Hall.
Right, okay, gotcha.
It's, again, it's the will of the commission.
City Hall would be fine too. I just thought that the library would be a,
That wouldn't be closed on the weekends, though. Is the library open on the weekends?
well, they'd have to
Well,
check them out and they'd have to put them in the reservation
We're gonna have a lot
ahead
of
of
sets of
time.
keys.
Yeah.
I'm just listening, processing.
Well, currently at the library, they'll do it for like the 4-bay and you can, but it's like $8 car fee and that's what it's waivering. And then things at the lake, you can check out for certain things. They're always checked out, so that's what I was thinking, people do find out and they do use them. So we don't wanna make it to where we're literally not making any money because everyone
Right.
checks it out constantly.
Well, that was my question. I mean, I know the library has a budget for these things that they lend out. Is the state donating?
I believe so. I believe the state does it.
Probably some formal partnership.
Right.
Means of an MOU. So what I have is we have 3-hour increments for the 3-hour increments. If they wanted to do a full day, they would do so, but at those 3-hour increments, a fee waiver for low income with one time slot maximum per day. Is that correct? Okay. Fee waivers available here. Okay.
Would you want to do it seasonally dependent? Because 3-hour increments in the winter is not the same as 3 hours in the summer.
No, we're gonna, do it based on the, closing of the park, opening and closing of the park. So there'll be more in the summer and there'll be less in the winter.
Probably not as much need for it in the park, it's cold. when it's-
I was born in the summer. I don't know anybody who has a birthday right now.
Do
I
we
say
know?
keep it simple.
Just align it with park hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we know currently how often we are renting the other parks? Are they rented most weekends in the summer or,
I
do we
don't,
know?
I do receive several phone calls. Certainly, absolutely more in the summertime. Wintertime seems to be more renting of things like as
Right.
opposed to the outside parks.
Right, okay. Do we know why they're 43 and 51 at the current parks?
we also rent bocce ball sets, and we haven't had a bocce ball court for,
I just thought maybe while we were streamlining, we could make, like, the rates more
Those are just
similar.
that on fee schedule, that's the
Okay.
community development department is the one who recommends.
Gotcha.
Typically, they align with what.
Okay, okay. And if they have other suggestions, other than 50 for the 3 hours, I'm also open to logic on that, because it is a pretty nice park, but I think that's a good place to start, so.
So we'll take those and put them there's no other discussion, we can move to item 3, which is a discussion of the establishment of park hours now for Hewitt Park.
I didn't have this in here, but I did talk with our parks guy, and the park hours right now across town are sunrise to sunset, which we have a park with lights for a field and park with the lights at the pickleball court, which indicates to me that we would do it after sunset. So I thought we need to adjust those park hours, particularly in the summertime. And this will also, we'll need to update our noise ordinance, so this one's gonna take a little longer. Because the noise ordinance in the parks right now is 9 AM to, I think it's 3 or 4 PM, so it's kind of backwards of what you'd think. And the noise hours on the weekdays are 7 AM to 10 PM.
For games.
But it's a little backwards for what we would intend to use this park for. So not just, this one's gonna be a little trickier, because there's also gonna be a noise ordinance, update.
So the noise ordinance applies to public spaces
It does.
as well? Okay.
Well, did you say that the noise ordinance is specific to parks?
No, just citywide.
Oh,
Citywide noise
understood.
ordinance.
Okay, got it. Can they just be quiet in the park?
Can you give a synopsis of what the noise, I don't really know what the noise ordinance is. I mean, I know what it is, so it's,
It's mainly geared towards construction noise,
okay,
but if you're gonna have loud pickleball tournaments or loud athletic events on the field at night,
it doesn't just apply to amplified sound.
Right.
It applies to vocal or any noise.
and right now the threshold, I think, is 110 decibels, which that's pretty loud.
That's at the site?
That's at the site, and it has, there's some dissipation allowed for 25 feet away from the noise,
Okay,
but it's
that's pretty loud.
pretty
Yeah.
loud.
Can you restate it really quick? I just want to jot down what it is right now. What hours?
On the weekdays, it's 7 to 10.
Okay.
7 AM to 10 is
Is-
quiet time?
No,
or-
that's our noise hours.
Those are noise hours, okay.
And on the weekend, it's 9 AM to 3 or 4 PM.
I'm gonna tell my neighbors. No, I'm just kidding.
I need to,
3 or 4 PM is it?
That's it.
that's,
I ran into this because the contractor building Hewitt Park requested work outside the noise hours. So they start at 6. And luckily Hewitt Park's in kind of a bowl. The only impacts really are the Darrell Porter apartments.
are those
Those are right next to the park.
the one that are at Hewitt Park, with the whatever at Hewitt Park, yeah.
Well, I'm just wondering about the current noise ordinance in Harrison Stadium, because you can hear Harrison Stadium from right here. And so, is that why we have it till 10 PM during the week for Friday football?
That's technically on a Friday though. Yeah,
Right?
so it goes till 10.
Is that, because that's technically a weekday, right?
I'm not sure what the reasoning was for creation of those hours, because
Right.
we weren't here when they were created.
Right.
Speculate as to that, but it would make sense, as you mentioned, to fall
Right. It's just kind of weird the weekend is earlier, so that's what's being changed most likely? you
And
said?
right now, waivers are available from the cognizant department head.
Right,
I got the waiver approved by the Director of Public Works. It didn't have to go to Parks Commission or City Council.
Okay.
But that would be annoying to email every single day
Oh, yeah,
to a department head.
yeah.
And so the noise ordinance would generally be enacted if there were not just general public going to the park, but if there's like a pickleball tournament going on and when it has to.
loud music, you know, any number of things like that, where if I were to Saturday and I'm not. Anything that would cause, I think, what most people would deem noise.
Yeah.
So are we wanting to change the weekend? Is that something you're asking us
So
our
I'm
opinion on?
asking for the park hours specifically for Hewitt Park.
Okay,
I'm recommending it be seasonal,
okay.
so it opens at sunrise, but it closes at 9 AM in the fall, winter, 9 PM in the fall, winter, and 10 PM in the spring and summer.
And as far as the parks works, they're able to support closing it up at those times?
It's gonna be a combination of park employees and MLE.
And what?
Municipal law.
Oh, got it.
Okay.
Well, I definitely like the time, because I know that the Riverbend Park is dusk, and some people think that is interpretive, like, you know.
Some people just
Get out
got
before the
locked
gate
in
And
there.
some, right, I mean, I think there was some, like, yeah. So I do like the time, because that way it's very clear
I
to
think-
everybody what time you need to get out of there.
I think times on both end is reasonable too. Instead of sunrise, maybe, because people work and they have their standard and there's gonna be a dog park there and they get into a routine, so maybe 5 AM on the, summer and, or actually just 5 AM across the board and then just, earlier closures on the winter and the, later closures on the summer. And would you base that on the winter and summer solstice, or how would you, the 21st of December and the 21st of June?
And we might actually have to slide that a little.
Well, right.
Just a little bit.
That would be the halfway of it, right?
Might have to go into May
Yeah, yeah.
for the late days.
Sometimes sunrise is not until like 7:20, so that's a big difference between 5
Right.
and sunrise. I don't know, are there lights?
Hewitt Park will be lit.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be the Parks Department that's opening it. I don't think they get on shift until 6 AM.
Right.
To the, or 6:30 AM? Because they wouldn't be able, if they're just getting on at 6. Yeah.
And you said the dog park is outside of the gates,
The dog park is outside of the gates, yeah.
so this won't, so if somebody, wants to walk their dog at 5:45, they'll be fine. Okay.
Now, there is a vehicle gate that's closing off the parking lot, but there's other ways. You
They'll have to
can
want it.
walk there and, right, so, and the basketball courts are outside the gate as well.
The basketball court's lit.
Basketball courts, I do not have lights at the basketball court.
Will there be lights?
I currently don't have them.
I hope so. That's my number one complaint of parks.
No basketball lights.
It's hard to play and you can't really get the car up there to get the lights that way. Don't
Yeah,
ask me how I know. But
But I'm pursuing replacing the current parking lot lights with solar lights. And that will be enough light for the basketball courts.
great. I think basketball is a healthy activity to do late, and I remember playing, in Paradise, like, up till, like, very late, and it was always lit and felt safe.
And be able to go till 10 o'clock if we.
That's right, as long as you're not yelling.
I've heard a couple of different times during this discussion. I've heard 5 AM, but parks staff don't come until 6.
That's
So
too
then I heard
early,
6:30. Is that what we're leaning towards, 6:30?
Or maybe even 7.
You can keep it at 6 because the basketball courts are outside the gate and there's still activities
Okay.
outside the
Park
gate.
itself at time. You still have access to the dog park and, like he said, the basketball court. So it's up to you which would be okay.
Okay.
If they weren't wanting to use. Something like that.
I like 6 a.m.
6?
Okay.
6?
So what I have here is 6 AM, the spring and summer season.
And then spring and summer and winter and fall can be defined further.
Defined further.
Because, I mean, we have a long
Maybe May
warm
1st
season.
to
So it doesn't necessarily have to
Okay.
be 6 months and 6 months, does it?
Late October.
It could even be just like
Maybe-
November through February are the considered winter, and then like
November
more like
1st through,
the other one's like longer.
I like that.
That would be,
No reason to knock out like March and April.
so we have November to February.
Halloween.
Right,
We could even align it to daylight saving time.
something like that, yeah, that's true.
So is the preference to have those months?
When's the spring daylight savings time? Is it March?
It is in March. I think
That
it's the
could work.
first or second Sunday in March.
That could work, yeah.
And then it's the first Sunday in November.
Right.
Why do we have an hour change between summer and winter?
Do we? I think the idea was that it stays light, sky more during the fall, summer and fall.
I was thinking parks
Just be
lit,
10.
so why don't we do 9 for weekdays, 10 for weekends, year round?
Oh,
Because there's lights, so it doesn't matter with
Do
the
we know,
sunlight.
do we know when pickleball people are planning to use it? Have they expressed?
In the summertime, they're gonna do it early. They'll take off in the middle of the day and then they'll come back at night.
Okay.
So if they're anything like Chico all day.
General consensus, would you like it to be weekend and weekday specific, or whether you would like it to be,
and then just, I like the idea of, I would say, if you're gonna do weekends, make it the extended weekend, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights till 10, and then the Monday through Thursdays till 9.
Figured it's simple, and then, yeah, since it's lit, you don't have to worry about it being dark, so.
fine, I just want to make sure that I'm capturing.
I think, man, I honestly, during the summer though, because kids are gonna be out of school, you're gonna late, so,
During
Oh.
summer break, it's 10 o'clock.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Could do
During
it.
summer, we can align that.
just 10 o'clock across the board with the summer, 10
Right.
o'clock on the weekends during the winter, 9 o'clock Monday through Thursday. Is that all?
I like that.
I mean, I got 4 kids, so yeah, I mean.
So then just to reiterate real quick, I'm sorry. During the normal 6 AM to 9 PM, Monday through Thursday, 6 AM to 10 PM, Friday, Saturday, Sundays, and then also during summer break till 10 PM.
I like that.
Okay.
All
Everybody
days.
like that?
How do you feel?
Does that sound good?
You know, the older I get, the more simple I need things to be, so. I guess if it's on a sign, it's okay, but
Be honest.
But I'd also just like to add, if that 3 and 4 PM noise ordinance on the weekend's a problem with the park, that definitely looks like something that needs to be changed as
Yeah,
well.
so, we would have to work with our community development staff to just do an ordinance change. That policy is, we would have a first reading, which is typically that changed, and then we would come back, you would come back at the next meeting for adoption. I publish in the paper, 30 days after that, it is then law.
Because it does seem currently, if we recommend those hours, we are at odds with it, and I hate to do that, but I also hate
People don't
to.
make loud noises.
Right,
Because
okay.
all the other
So-
parks are
That's,
still looked at.
and that would be my recommendation for the sound ordinances, to make it specify amplified noise and,
Like at a certain decibel, is that what you're,
no, like electronically amplified noise.
okay.
Where, yeah, because if some people are loud, and they play loud, but I don't think they should be
Nobody's
penalized.
gonna have a sound meter out there for kids playing.
Right, so if it's just people out there playing basketball or playing pickleball, that's not gonna violate the sound ordinance. But if someone's out there blasting a ghetto blaster at, or ghetto blaster,
Yeah, they're-
1980.
I imagine there's gonna be a lot of amplified noise in this park after
Yeah.
4 PM on the weekends.
Right.
Yeah, so I think there should be, I honestly think that amplified noise should have a sunset a little earlier.
That, because it's not an agenda item, is we'll talk staff that are involved in the ordinance update process and let them know that that was something brought up by the park commission that they'd like to see changed.
So can you repeat the hours? Because I didn't hear whether or not Sunday is included in the
Yes.
weekday hours.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday till 10 PM.
Okay. I would think that people are getting ready. You do have an apartment that's near there, probably with kids, little kids and young families. So I would think that you would want Sunday to be kind of like a weeknight.
Weekend would technically be Friday, Saturday night with Sunday through
Yeah.
Thursday being 9 PM.
Yeah.
I'm
Out
fine
of
with that.
consideration for the families.
Or with the commission, okay?
Okay, so-
Okay.
Excluding holidays on Mondays?
Yeah, the Labor Day barbecue at 6 AM.
I've been there.
Is there any further discussion on this item? Or does that recommendation that we've repeated?
Seems sufficient to me.
I like it.
Okay. Here are the administrative commission and future agenda item reports. I don't have any administration report.
No, Commissioner Hicks?
Yes,
You'd asked last time about if we can clean off the island earlier than the construction project.
right, like if we could.
That is a environmental compliance permitting nightmare.
Oh,
It is. So the short answer is yes, we could do it. However, I think the long answer is you'll only save a couple months.
okay.
Like the goats is pretty much what we can do out there.
The goats.
And they've been out there recently, or?
Well, they get out there in the summertime. I think they're
Right,
done
okay.
they're done by August.
Right.
All right,
They only reach up goat height.
right.
It's actually, CHP's got a stake out there, Fish and Wildlife has a stake out there, DWR has a stake out there, and we have a stake out there.
So what you're saying is we need an emergency where we just have to, we don't have time to coordinate, we just have to get it done? Because it's an emergency?
That's right. Always is working in a state of emergency.
Yeah, I don't want any more emergencies.
I don't have a report, no.
Future agenda items?
Well, yeah, I wondered about the, last time we met about the, fitness park grant. That was discussed, and I wondered if there's any update on that, or,
I have no update on the fitness park grant. I know it is a lot of money, but I can bring that to you next time.
okay, yeah.
I believe last time you had said somebody from Feather River was also interested in working with us. Have we talked to them at all lately, or has it just been since the last time?
It's the last time.
You know, as we've had, there's been some changes also. So it might be a good time for us. What I'll do is our next meeting we have is February 10th. You with any kind of,
And do we have a new director yet?
we're doing the recruitment process. We do.
I have a future agenda item.
Okay.
I would like us to consider for parks,
Okay.
so that if your PIO is doing listserv, lists where people can subscribe to get updates on things, I think something like park hours and park happenings would be a good list that I would be on. That way I could get the reminder that, or what the times of the parks were and rental fees and things like that.
And I'm just,
Especially if it's gonna affect dog parks.
I know this is not the same, but we do have a community development newsletter that does go out to residents. We've signed up for that. That is a monthly newsletter. Are you?
Oh, no, as neat, like sort of as
As
information,
information
yeah.
comes. Okay.
It-
So is that emailed or mailed, the current one?
The current one is emailed.
Okay.
And you can sign up.
Well, if you guys decide to just include park updates in that, then let us know, and we'll just tell everyone to subscribe to that.
Okay,
Right.
perfect.
I have one other agenda item I'd like to bring up. So 2 meetings ago, we talked about, maybe 3 meetings ago, we talked about, the parks master plan. There's the draft that's on the website that was, written in 2014. At that time, we discussed, there's no budget or time to do it this fiscal year, but maybe it would come up, in June.
26, 27.
But ahead of that, what I'd like to do is ask all the park commissioners to pull up the 2014 master plan, read through it, and see if there's anything in there that holds value today that we may not even need to redo a master plan. We could use the work that was already paid for in 2014 and see if it encompasses what we have as a vision for the parks in the city of Warville. So, I don't know if you have that available to email it out to all of us, but that's what I'd like to do is, as an agenda item, have all the commissioners read that, pick out things that we think are valuable, and see about maybe, putting it up and putting together something that we could have the city council agree to and put out for public, without actually incurring any cost to make a master plan.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll pull the one from 2014. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll pull it from our archive system, and then I'll email that out to you, just like I do with the agendas and the packets. Does that work?
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you. All
And
right.
would you like us, I'm sorry, as a future agenda item, at least for discussion?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I'd like to see at the same time if there's staff updates to it or staff recommendations.
Okay.
Oh, now we assign
Now we got homework too.
Tim got homework too.
I'll do it during the day.
He loves this kind of stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Chair, if you're ready. we can-
Sure. Is there anybody else who has anything for this meeting? All right, then I'd like to adjourn it, and the next meeting is a regularly scheduled meeting on February 10th at 5:15.